Nothing makes me more happier than a brand new season in Destiny 2. Maybe a full expansion, but that's 3 months away, but still. A new season, a new start, and that pretty much means you have an excuse to wear horrendous gear for the sakes of leveling up. But hey, because there's a new season, that means new weapons are out. Pretty interesting ones as well. We have 2 swords. One's a lot like a Dark Drinker. From what I've heard anyway, I do not have it yet. I think there's 2 types of swords. One looks like a bent lightsaber and one looks like a massive Final Fantasy sword. So, I mean, we'll see if we get one. I'm sure you can already tell by the title, I'm going to be handing in these Umbral Engrams that only drop me new gear. So let me just show you my inventory real quick. And by the way, I'm just going to let you know ahead of time, this is probably, looking back at this even in a few weeks' time, probably a massive waste. You know, especially leveling up faster, I probably should have just handed these in as I got them, but it's more fun when you have a massive stack of them, is it not? So we turn these Umbral Engrams into Pyramid Focused, and of course when you preview the engram you can get all these weapons. So far I have the Auto Rifle and Fusion Rifle. I got rid of the Fusion Rifle because the roll was disgusting, and not disgusting in a good way, you know what I mean. That's the bent looking lightsaber, and this is the chunky Final Fantasy sword. I'm quite a fan of high impact pulse rifles, as you guys know, and I never shut up about, so I would like to get the Cold Denial, maybe even some gold rolls. What is this perk? Reloading after a final blow also reloads stowed weapons. I don't know about you guys, but I always see brand new perks, and initially when reading them, I don't usually get why they're so special, and then someone will make a video or someone will make a Reddit post saying, basically showcasing the very best way possible to use it, and it's such an obvious thing too, and I'm like, oh, I get it, okay. So a little bit like auto-loading holster on all your weapons, in a way. Anyway, we have 20 engrams in total. I just showed you the 10 in my inventory, but also if we go to the Postmaster, I have another 10 Umbrals stacked up. If you're wondering how I got these, I just played the new Contact public event on IO. Upon when you're watching this, it might now be tightened, it might be rotated by now, I'm not sure. There's probably more efficient ways to get them, certainly, I do not doubt that. But look, we got 20, we're going to hand them in. Let's see what we get. 10 beautiful engrams. We're just going to spam them in. Let's waste no time. False promises. Okay. Okay, here we go. Whispering Sight, we got the bow. Temptation's Hook. Okay, that is the first time I've had that. We got the bent lightsaber. Excellent. False promise. Listen, Bungie, please stop giving me the auto rifle. It's a 360 RPM. I won't miss it that much. Right. Hollow words. Okay, we got the fusion. I'll take a fusion. Just stop giving me the false promises, surely. Hollow words. Okay. Can we get the guillotine sword? That would be nice. False promises, and last, drum roll please. Okay, what do we have in our Postmaster? Oh, 3 auto rifles. We have Killing Wind and Surrounded, Subsistence and Unrelenting, and the last one is Subsistence Rampage. Okay. I love perks like Subsistence. Not used Unrelenting yet, so I don't know if it's a sort of Red Death tier heal. Surrounded though on a 360 auto rifle, I don't think that's great. Overflow and Sympathetic Arsenal. It's not the best, is it? Subsistence and Surrounded, and Feeding Frenzy Eye of the Storm. I do like that Feeding Frenzy is on quite a lot of items now. Speaking of Feeding Frenzy, check this out. I've got the Truth Teller Grenade Launcher, because it's now round and roll. And look at this. I got it with Multi-Kill Clip and Feeding Frenzy, and Spike Grenades. I mean, I don't know the best sort of role for this particular grenade launcher. I know Spike Grenade is good on Heavy. I don't know if it's the same with energy ones. I don't know. But yeah, seeing these perks on a grenade launcher, kind of weird, especially when I very recently just received a Last Hope with Feeding Frenzy and Multi-Kill Clip. Fully aware Feeding Frenzy got kind of nerfed. Anyway, we're getting distracted here. I did get a bow, the Whispering Slab, but listen, I don't use auto-loading holster. Please stop giving me this perk. The loot I've got so far from these engrams have been a Sympathetic Arsenal. I feel like Killing Wind and Rampage on this bow have been much better. We got 2 fusion rifles. We have Slideways, Vorpal, Lead from Gold, and Vorpal weapon. Okay, Lead from Gold. Do you guys use Lead from Gold at all? I can definitely imagine this one being more popular just to slide and take out supers and Crucible. And lastly, we did indeed get the Temptation's Hook. So it has a caster frame, launch a heavy projectile attack. I've seen people use this. It looks like a little bit like a bolt caster. What are we saying, Hobgoblin? Okay, that's definitely a bolt caster. Wow. This is a legendary sword? What? Okay, well, I'm going to be having a lot of fun with the sword. No doubt about that. You know, being the professional that I am, I kind of forgot to check the perks I got with this thing. So we got Surrounded. I do like Surrounded. Tireless Blade. I don't like the Balanced and Heavy Guard. I much prefer Efficiency. I mean, I'm still going to keep this until I get a better roll because it's a bloody bolt caster. My goodness. Okay, you're going to be locked. Okay, fast forward. Fast forward real quick, about 7 days. So I said at the beginning there's going to be mistakes, and I saw one pretty much halfway through that recording. I for some reason thought you could get the Dark Drinker sword and the Pulse Rifle No. So first of all, let me just explain it. There's layers of stupidity to this. First of all, I thought, oh, easy. I'll get to level 30 and I can get the Dark Drinker sword, you know, from that engram. So easy. So I was like, okay, I'll stop for now and I'll get to level 30. Fairly simple. Shouldn't take me too long. In the end, it was quite a lot of bounties, but we got there in the end. Quite happily picked up the sword. I was ready to go. And then my brain didn't properly click and I hovered over the engram again in the little preview thing and it says you need both. I don't need to just unlock and have the sword. I need both of those things, the pulse rifle and the sword, in order to potentially get either one of those in this engram. So I thought, wow, I'm stupid. So now here we are. Another 15 levels, or 17 actually. I think my rank is 47 now. About a week later overall, and I'm still looking horrible. And I had this video idea for a while, as you saw from how early I recorded the first bit, and I didn't want to ruin it. So from then until now, I've not opened a single Umbral Engram. So if we go to my inventory, like I've got 10 engrams right here ready to go. If we go to my Postmaster, we have all over the place. 1013 is the lowest one I've got. I'm like I think I'm 1035 now on each character. A lot of these were through strikes, through the IO public event, anything. Everything has a high chance of dropping an Umbral, so I was just playing. And if you're wondering if I partook in the Forge glitch or AFK thing farm, no I did not. As you can see, I have the pulse rifle now, I have the sword, so that means I can get them from these engrams now. I can officially, so it's been like a week, but now we can finally hand them in. Over the top? Maybe. Do I care? Hell no. See, look, now when I hover over them, the guillotine and the pulse rifle, it doesn't come up with that red thing, you know, the thing that says I need to own both of them. We're good now. So now not only are we after a god roll Dark Drinker, which I don't know what the god roll is, so I'm just going to be keeping every single one I get, provided I get one. I'm sure I will. And the pulse rifle, high impact frame pulse rifles, I don't need to tell you guys how much I love those things. So also, another god roll we're looking for. And obviously the rest as well. We have plenty of inventory space. We're just going to spam these right away. We've got the Coldonal immediately. I'm going to check this. I don't care. I'm not... Just pause for a second. I'm going to see the god roll for this one. Come on. Okay. Feeding Frenzy multi-kill on my first one random rolled. What? I can get behind this. Range masterwork? Yeah. I'm happy with that. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm excited about the rest of these. I want to see a Dark Drinker. False Promises. Are we going to get a lot of... We've got another Cold Denial. Whispering Stab. I'd like to see another Guillotine. Please. Dark Drinker. Please, Dark Drinker. Temptations, no, Dark Drinker. Okay, well, we didn't get a single one. So, well, we got pulse rifles all over the place. Obviously, the Feeding Frenzy multi-kill clip one was the first one we got. We got a False Promises, Dynamic Sway Reduction, and Zen Moment. That's not too bad. The stability is always super low on these ones. So Dynamic Sway and Zen Moment, that, you know what, that's a shout. I'll go for that one. Fully aware Dynamic Sway has had a buff this season, so I'm going to try this one out. Threat Detector and Head Seeker with this Cold Denial. Whispering Slab, we have Hipfire Grip and Unrelenting. Hipfire Grip, I mean, have you guys received Whispering Slab with Opening Shot yet? Am I the only one thinking that, what's the point? Cold Denial with Unrelenting and Grave Robber, that's... not great. Although I don't know, Unrelenting is a new perk, so maybe I'm overlooking it. And the last False Promises with Subsistence and Unrelenting. Not great, but I mean, I want a Dark Drinker. Hollow Words, we have a Killing Wind and Surrounded, Under Pressure Surrounded, and Feeding Frenzy Disruption Break. It's a 700 charge time, so I mean, none of these rolls stand out to me that much. Killing Wind's already quite fun. I've used it a few times with my auto rifle that I have. Surrounded though, I'm not sure. We've got one power weapon, which is the Temptations Hook. We've got On Guard and Tireless Blade and Heavy Guard. I'm still learning what's good with swords, so please excuse my ignorance. I'm going to be keeping this all anyway, just in case I gloss over a god roll, and I'm not going to delete it, don't worry. Well, unfortunately, we're out of engrams. Just kidding, we have loads more. Give me a Dark Drinker. Or more Cold Denials. What? Dark Drinker would be appreciated. Like I said, Dark... Oh, can anyone tell what I've done wrong here? That's right. I did not focus them. Ding, 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 if you've said that and been screaming at me through your phone or computer. Whatever you're using. I've just been handing in Umbrals. I forgot to focus them. Oh, for goodness sake. This is Heli, world famous YouTuber here. Yep, I totally know what I'm doing. Yep, absolutely. Okay, can we do this right this time? Let's see. Falling. Thank you so much. What have we got? So I've heard Whirlwind and Relentless Strikes is the best thing to have on the Falling Guillotine. I think I would really want Surrounded on mine. If you guys haven't used this sword yet, it's so good. Like, if you've not played Destiny 1, you don't understand how amazing this weapon is. Honestly, blown away they brought it back as a legendary version. I mean, I was kind of expecting them to bring it back just as a direct copy from Destiny 1. But hey, I'll happily take this. Absolutely. But we have Counterattack and Relentless Strike. See, Counterattack doesn't sound that bad if you're paying attention to constantly using it, maybe. In my mind, I don't really have percentages there of like what the damage increase is or how often realistically I'm going to be using it, because usually it's just slash then slice, you know, the circly slicey thing, you know, the technical term for it. Well, I don't know, you guys let me know. You know, with a Cold Denial, I've got another Guillotine. Hello, Gold Denal. Okay, sweet. 3 different weapons. I think with the Cold Denal, I'd like Zen Moment and multi-kill clip. I mean, I've already got the really good roll Feeding Frenzy multi-kill clip, and definitely I'll be using that. I feel like if I get multi-kill clip and Zen Moment, I can have such an incredibly smooth, hard-hitting pulse rabbit. It'll be insane. I'm sure it was already insane. False promises we got is Dynamic Sway and Eye of the Storm with a minor spec. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, the Dark Drinker with Surrounded and Relentless Strikes. See here we have Surrounded, Relentless Strikes, I guess Swordman's Guard, and also Jagged Edge. I think this is a really good roll here. You slap Surrounded spec on that. That's gonna shred everything. 6 more to go, and we're gonna spam them all in. False Promises, Temptation's Hook, Whispering Slab, Cold Denial, Hollow Words, and another Cold Denial. Lovely. Dynamic Sway Reduction and Eye of the Storm. I'll go away. Threat Detector, Swashbuckler, not bad. Whispering Slab, Archer's Tempo, and Swashbuckler. Ooh, that could be cool. Draw Time as the Masterwork as well. I need to use bows way more, but honestly, this looks quite nice. Archer's Tempo and Swashbuckler in itself. We can make the draw time very low. Hollow Words with Slideways and Sympathetic Arsenal. Okay. Temptation's Hook does have Surrounded on it. That's the first one I have with Surrounded. Don't know if I'm also going to be looking for Relentless Strikes with this one too. Sword experts, please chime in. Well, so far we have the Cold Denial with a pretty amazing roll. We have a Fallen Guillotine with a fantastic roll. I think it is anyway. I mean, I'm going to be using it regardless. It looks amazing. Surrounded spec alone on this. All sorts of stuff going on here. I mean, so far, I'll happily take that. And the good bow. I'll switch to my other character and get another 20 handed in. Just so we can round out the 50. Why not? Why does this Contrast Focused Umbral Engram exist? Have you seen what it offers? Who wants this? Okay, the Lonesome's not too bad in Crucible, but still, what is this? Hello. I have more engrams. Lots more. Give me some god rolls. Come on. Cold Denial, that's what I want to see. I think the main thing I'm looking for right now is a Zen Moment multi-kill clip with the Cold Denial, and obviously the other weapons as well I want to get god rolls on. That's 10 right away. Killing Wind, Unrelenting, okay. Maybe Killing Wind multi-kill clip, maybe that'll be good. Zen Moment, Unrelenting. False Promises with Threat Detector, Eye of the Storm. You have a False Promises with Killing Wind and Rampage. I already have this one on my other character. Whispering Slab with Archer's Tempo and Demolitionist. If you guys are after a decent weapon that has Demolitionist on it, then let me just show you. You want to go for this Dawn Focused Umbral Engram here that drops the Breach Light, because I have a Rampage and Demolitionist version, and it is ridiculously good. Crucible and PvE, it's so much fun. You might think of it as a 2-burst puny sidearm, but no. Trust me, okay? I promise you. If you can get health regen upon using a fusion rifle, that sounds pretty disgusting. Especially in Crucible. And the last one we have is Quick Draw Vorpal. This is something made to take out supers right here. We got all the range we want. Yeah, that's very voopy. We got one Falling Guillotine. Surrounded again. Surrounded and Energy Transfer. 2 Temptation's Hook, On Guard and Tireless Blade. And we have one with Whirlwind Blade. Energy Transfer. Go away! Can I Energy Transfer you to another weapon so I can have Relentless Strikes instead? That would be great. Alright, final 10 Umbrals here and we're done. I feel like 50 engrams is quite a lot anyway, so I think this will very much do. If you guys are enjoying these though, then please do leave a like and comment and let me know. If you guys are happy to hear me just waffle on about what god rolls are and in search of a perfect roll, then let me know. Give me a Cold Denial cod roll. Cod roll? What? I'm losing English as the video goes on, honestly. Please forgive me. Whispering Slab. Temptation's Hook. False Promises. False Promise. No, we're not going to have... No, we're not going to get a quad feeder False Promise. Thank you very much. Temptation's Hook. Are we going to get a single... Thank you. Cold Denial, Fallen Guillotine, and Temptation's Hook. I forgot to clear my inventory. Okay, well, I think having a rangefinder on a bow is a new thing to this season, isn't it? Also, Sympathetic Arsenal on a bow, doesn't that just mean I can shoot one arrow and immediately switch to my heavy weapon or whatever I want reloaded? I mean, is that something people can work with, or is it just not worth it? I see Whirlwind Blade, but it's got Energy Transfer. Go away. This would be really funny if Energy Transfer happens to be good and I'm just talking trash about it for no reason. Flash Counter, not a clue if that's good or not. Tireless Blade, Burst Guard, Enduring Guard, I mean... Most of the time, like, I know a very general sense, like, I see Surrounded on a sword and I assume, that's good enough for me. But I know it can be better, and I just, you know, if you guys let me know. I'm trying to learn, okay? I'm trying my best. You did get Surrounded again, unless it's the same sword and I'm getting confused here, but Surrounded, Tireless Blade, Enduring Guard, Heavy Guard, Hungered Edge, Enduring Blade, and Honed Edge. Okay, now we need to go to the Postmaster because half our loot is in there. The true lazy way. Okay, so the first 4 promises we have is Killing Wind and Rampage again. I think that's 3 we have now. Other false promises with Swashbuckler and Overflow. I love Overflow on like 600 or 900 RPM auto rifles. 360s? I'm not sure about. Third in a row false promises we have is Overflow and Eye of the Storm. Eye of the Storm, in case you haven't noticed, I'm not a big fan of. Cold Denial, we have Feeding Frenzy Swashbuckler. Okay. I'm getting very lucky with these rolls, honestly, and Stability Masterwork as well. I know Feeding Frenzy has been toned down quite a bit now, so getting like a ×5 is kind of unreasonable. or very unreasonable in Crucible. Swashbuckler I do like, but honestly, once again, I think Feeding Frenzy and the multi-kill roll I have is just much better. Whirlwind Blade, and guess what? Energy transfer. Lastly, we have the Temptation's Hook with Vorpal Weapon. Do like me some Vorpal Weapon. Relentless Strikes too. Balance Guard, Burst Guard. No idea what's better. I always think higher defense is bad. You just want more efficiency. But once again, like I said, I'm open to being wrong. I don't know fully with swords, you know. Can you imagine if you can get Vorpal Weapon on the Dark Drinker? Honestly, what will be the point in any other heavy weapon? Well, that is all the engrams handed in today. I've got out, like, I think the best rolls I've received from this lot. The Cold Denial, Feeding Frenzy, Multi-Kill Clip, Whispering Slap of Archer's Tempo, Swashbuckler. I quite like the look of that. Also, I got this Cold Denial out that has Killing Wind and Unrelented. I feel like the fast movement and also the healing up on a kill, I think that'll be quite fun. I'm trying to keep an open mind with that, and I think that it sounds fun. We can definitely do something with this for sure. 2 False Promises with Dynamic Sword Reduction and Zen Moment. I would have preferred maybe Rampage instead of Zen Moment, but also Zen Moment I'm still happy with. And lastly, the Killing Wind and Rampage roll. For the special weapons, we have 2 Hollow Words, one with Quick Draw and Vorpal Weapon. Just thinking Crucible for that one, taking out supers might be fun, and also the one I mentioned earlier with Unrelenting and Under Pressure. Healing when using a Fusion Rifle non-stop, that sounds kind of annoying to people, so hey, I could use that. Probably got more than this, but obviously the Falling Guillotine with Surrounded and Relentless Strikes and Swordmaster's Guard. I believe that is the best sword we got. I could be wrong though. If I have missed anything, then please do point it out. Other than that, this has been a pretty fun experience, to be honest. It's been about a week of me collecting Umbral Engrams, so it's been a bit of a grind, but at the same time, it was fun. It was worth it, especially if you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, then please do leave a like on it. I think as of recording this, we're about 5 subscribers away from 63,000, so it means a tremendous amount to me, as always. Much more videos coming to you soon, especially on the Cold Denials we've gotten today. All sorts of stuff coming. And by the way, this bow, it looks like I'm about to take off. What is this? Thank you guys so much for watching. Please be safe out there, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, and hopefully you don't get energy transfers on your swords.